everybody, and welcome back to Unlost, Unearthed. One of those. I am your game master, Sharik. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm as always joined by my wonderful players. Wonderful players, could you please introduce yourselves, your characters' pronouns, your pronouns, and that's it. Alex.
You got the name right, just so you know. Well done. I am Alex. I publish and perform as Lex Wilson. My pronouns are he, him, and my character also uses he, him pronouns. Sand from Seas, but his friends call him Sand, and he is a forced heretic.
Nikita, aka Zoop.
Oh, hi.
I just gave away half of it.
Yeah, I'm Zoop or Supriya. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm playing Ankita Acharya. She is a human junk mage with the calling of heart song, and her pronouns are she, her.
Percival.
Hi everyone, I am the completely on time Avilasha Percival, pronouns he, she, they, and I'm playing Smita Roy, who is a forced deadwalker and a knoll. Let's see what chaos I come up with. Also, my character's pronouns are she, her.
Hell yeah. Amazing. Last time on Unlost Unearthed, our party navigated through this place called the Labyrinth. They found people who felt like they were taken over by this constant urge to be building mazes around them with anything they got their hands on. They met with this doctor who seemed to have contracted this infection, disease, curse, whatever you want to call it, not understanding it at all himself, but still pretending like he's completely fine. Then they fell into a hole and they had to get out of it. So quite a variety of things that the party got up to last time. Eventually, though, you did get out of the hole. And you did figure out where you need to go, because right before you fell into the hole, Ankita managed to get up on top of a wall and look around and find your way to the library that you're headed to find the map, to go to the place, to go to the other place, to do the thing, whatever the thing is. You are on the road again. Now, I say on the road, it's not a long road. You're very close to the library. It's only going to be one delve check away. Reminder, delve checks are when you need to get from one place to another in the heart. Not gonna explain any more than that. Very important question. Who is now leading the delve? Has Smita taken over again as the head of the group?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah?
Yes, I have pointed the way, but I have no delve skill.
Ah, wonderful. Well, if that's the case, Smita, please roll me a Delve Warren check with mastery, because Zoop, aka Ankita, looked up and saw the way, etc. You're muted. You're still muted. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So with mastery, that means I am rolling with how many d10s?
Right. So do you have Delve?
Yes, I do.
Do you have Warren?
Not Warren, no.
Okay, so that's 3d10 with mastery.
Okay.
Reminder, you roll 3d10, you pick your highest number. It's sort of like advantage in D&D, and that's your result.
I got an 8.
8 is wonderful. 8 is above a 6, which means it's a success, and it's also above a 7, which means no stress whatsoever. Which is good, because you've been getting quite a bit of stress recently, which is also good for me. Ow. Your GM. Anyway, this is a very short walk. You already know where to go. You simply navigate the rest of this labyrinth, very much not even at all trying to get distracted from all of the shenanigans you got up to. Ankita, you are, to remind folks, you got a fallout last time that you didn't get rid of. Everybody got a fallout, really. Most everybody. But you still have one, which is called tired, right?
Yes.
Do you remember what that does?
No.
Okay. So tired means you're wary, and you are going to make bad decisions and snap at your friends. You also cannot get extra dice from skills, which is basically the biggest one. This is a blood fallout. It's a minor blood fallout, so keep that in mind. I think we probably have a way, Alex, of getting rid of blood fallouts, but, right? Blood and mind, right, was your thing?
I think so. Yeah. I
Don't
will
worry
check
about it.
that
Don't worry
while you
about it. Yeah.
continue your.
Just keep that in mind, but there's many other ways to get rid of a blood fallout. Most important, keep in mind, you're snapping, you're low temper. You're a little tired and annoyed.
Smitha, are you sure you know which way we're going?
Yeah,
Cause I told you the direction.
and we are heading there.
I've just
Right. You
I'm
said.
so exhausted.
Smita looks at Sand, completely out of her depth when it comes to how to comfort people crying. Because, well, when you spend so long not crying, it's very, very difficult.
Yeah,
Uh,
my mother just sort of sends me away when I look sad. So the only thing I can think of is that this praise stuff that I'm learning is pretty good at that. Would you like me to?
We don't have time. We don't have
Well,
time for your weird prey stuff.
We can sing as we go.
I'm gonna pet the fish. Let's just get there.
Okay. Well, if you change your mind, it can help ease anxiety. And I mean, I'm not even fully committed to this stuff, and it seems to help me. So I think it's like meditation. You just have to have the intention.
Gotcha.
Percival, could you roll me the d6 stress for the delve? Because you rolled the first check, but you didn't roll for stress.
oh, wait, yeah.
Yeah.
I got a 1.
Please, give me a break.
You know what? I'll take that prayer now.
That's a good idea. I think because you had to stop to. Are you sure? Are you sure you have the time or the energy for this? Is Angelique talking, by the way. Angelique, to remind people, is the NPC traveling with us, the designated NPC. Do we really need? I mean, we lost a lot of time. I do need to get to the hollow really quick. This isn't. We're not. We can't
This
just
is a timeless
hang
journey.
around.
Hey,
Angelique, you're the one who let first and last die
What?
by allowing him to go off with Smitha.
I'm sorry.
Smita just looks at Sand and just like shakes her head no, and then just tells him back away. Just keep walking. Keep walking.
Yeah, and I look at you as like, oh yeah, Smitha, you're the reasonable one. I don't think you get to do the Jim direct to camera as if you're the voice of reason in this office.
I think perhaps
Currently,
if I have so
unfortunately,
much
yes.
agency and I have so much control over what this party is doing, then hell, let's go. I don't want to stop and pray.
Everybody shut up. My God needs me to pray. So we're gonna sing this song and we don't have to like it, but we're just gonna sing this song as we walk, okay?
Okay.
Cool.
Alex, can you do the prayer as you walk?
He's probably never tried it, so why not?
I think if you've never tried it, so it's not a check, right? It just sort of happens.
Correct.
Or actually, can you? Yeah, I think if you're gonna try to do it as you walk, it's gonna be a bit half-assed, and it's gonna be a check to actually manage to do it. Are you sure?
All right,
I mean, you
fine.
already said you're doing it. No, you already said you're doing it. I can't.
All right.
I'm sorry, but you
I mean,
right.
we could start it and then it realize it's not working and then pause it.
Yeah.
But like if you want me to commit to that, I have no problem.
I'm
with that.
I'm
Cool.
ready. I'm ready to meet our first challenge
Cool.
without we'll
Cool.
we'll do the prayer at the library.
Oh,
No, no.
well,
I said we're gonna pray as we sing as we walk because I'm gonna
Yeah, yeah,
try
yeah.
and.
No, I'm saying out of game. I'm saying we'll actually complete the prayer at the library.
oh,
But
sure. Maybe as
let's
you're arriving.
try it. Yeah.
Okay. Um, Alex, can you roll me a compel religion, I suppose? Or maybe endure. Who knows? Do you have either of compel or endure?
I have both.
Well, goddamn, take a pick.
This is I
A
can only choose
religion.
one. I can only
It
choose one.
doesn't matter. It's one of those, and
So I
let's
can't
say
do
it's endure.
3d10. I have to go 2d10.
You cannot. No,
Okay.
you can't. And you don't have religion?
I do. I have both. I said,
Yeah,
endure and religion.
so it's 3d10.
That's what I asked. Okay, cool. 3d10.
If you were a heretic without religion,
It's bad if you roll 3 ones, right? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's 7.
that
Total
is a
party kill as he
success.
tries to sing a song. I love it.
Good Lord.
Okay. Right, wonderful. I'm gonna say that that's an echo stress, to be honest, because you're kind of like surrounded by a lot of cursed energy, and
Okay.
please take 3 echo stress. How many do you have overall right now?
I have 3 echo stress now.
Ha! So none. You didn't have any before.
Correct. All right. If either of you have fallouts, blood or mind, anyone, if you took part in the song, if you didn't make fun of me while I was
I
trying
took
to.
part in the song.
All right, cool.
I've I've seen it work. I'll take part.
Awesome. You can remove 1 minor blood or mind fallout, or downgrade 1 major or blood or mind fallout to minor.
Okay.
So, fun thing is, I rolled a 1 on my fallout check, which means you, sir, get a minor echo fallout. I will let you know what it is eventually. You don't know yet. You don't know that you've been hit by the
Okay.
heart.
Okay. Well, I don't know if you know this, but I just marked something on my sheet about you, so that's interesting.
Oh.
We both happen to do this at the same time.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
And
we are.
Who
we are-
knows? Who knows what it's going to be or when it's going to be revealed? But
We
anything
are
can happen.
unionizing against the DM. Let's go.
This channel used to be called Girls Run These Worlds.
Oh,
Anyway.
no.
Okay. Now it's sand runs these worlds. It's very sandy here now. Okay. You get on the road, but for some reason, Sand is insistent, is getting annoyed at Ankita's tired, annoyed behavior, and is like, let me just, can I just? And Smita's distracted by the singing, by Ankita's constant comments. Angelique is annoyed now because for some reason she's been blamed for the murder of First and Last, who has famously been murdered by Smita, and everybody knows this. Why would you blame her? That's like her inner monologue. She's like silently like as you guys walk, and it's very much distracting Smita, and you guys sort of take a couple wrong turns, which like you were right there. You were right there. How did you not get Smita? Could you roll me another Delve check, Delve Warren?
Is this with mastery as well, or is Ankita too out of it right now?
Not only not it's not quite that she's out of it, it's that like you took a couple wrong turns. She doesn't remember how to get there anymore.
So I'm rolling with 2 this time. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I told Angelique that that I was doing this because the moon goddess wanted me to, and that was a lie. Does that count as my active beat? Claim you were doing something on behalf of your masters when in fact it's for you? I was trying to get Ankita to shut up. I mean, to calm down, to be more at peace. to.
What exactly did you say, like, why you were doing the prayer again?
We can go back to the tape, but I think I said something along the lines of, like, look, my God wants me to do it, so we're doing it. Because Angelique didn't want me to.
Fine. Fine, that
Thank you.
just counts.
Thank you. Wear him down, wear him down.
Sand mark down 1 fallout for Sharik, and then cross it off. Okay. What did you get, Smita? Why are you looking like that?
You're gonna be real fucking happy, and I'm joining the union against the DM. I got a 5.
Guys, it's not that difficult. It's right there. It's right. You're right there, dude. Would you
I
please
like that you
take...
think we have control over these roles.
I
That's-
swear. I swear.
This is all I have. This is all I have. Can you take 2 echo stress, please?
I might as well.
How much echo stress do you have right now?
2.
You do not get a fallout. Okay. Ankita, you're no longer tired and annoyed. What's going on right now?
Yes, let's go. You got it. You got it. I
Like
told
just
you the
drank
way.
a Red Bull.
Yeah, I told you. I showed you the way. We got it. Why aren't we there yet?
Because he started singing, you were complaining, and Angelique is not happy with you. So I am currently trying to talk to Angelique, trying to calm her down so she doesn't try and kill you. Because for some reason,
I'm
you
not the
seem to
killer,
have...
okay? I wouldn't have. Why are you saying that I could kill someone now?
Well,
Angelique,
theoretically.
Angelique, I'm so sorry. I was just.
Whatever.
I had been crushed.
Sure.
And it's.
Zoop,
Yeah.
you're smelling something. Your noses are tingling. Your noses have been tingling for a while, but they're not really tingling. What's going on? What are you smelling? Can you remind
Am
me
I
of your
smelling
ability?
money?
Not quite. Can you remind me of your ability? Just that part.
The greed of the king, I smell money or anything of particular value.
You're smelling something of particular value. You have been smelling something of particular values this entire time. It's like left and right something of particular value, but not that you're seeing it. May be like buried in the ground or in the walls or God knows where, but you're really... It's leading you somewhere.
Shh, shh.
Do you start...
Everybody.
It's not a sound. Do you
I
walk
know, but I
towards
need
it?
everyone to be quiet so I can smell better.
Do you walk towards it?
I walk towards it.
As you keep walking, I think you do get in like some obstacles in your way. So like there's walls in your way, but if you like sort of try to put your one right hand on it and like walk around it, eventually you do find yourself near a small little, not bigger than the doctor's office, far bigger, around the size of the house of the first guy you guys met. You don't know what this is. It just sort of looks like a little building, house, hut situation. But you're really smelling it here.
I
There
have
isn't a lot
dollar
of...
signs in my eyes.
You're definitely smelling it from inside.
This is a good place. Yes. I'm
Your
gonna
eyes
go
are
straight to
strange.
the door and knock.
I think as you get closer, you sort of see the windows have been sort of... There's stuff in front of them you really can't see. But like as you get closer, you can peek through one of the windows that has a bit of an opening, and you suddenly see a bunch of books and shit. So I think you can probably infer that your smell has led you to the library, but not because of books. There's definitely something you're smelling that you're after.
Knowledge is value.
I don't think you're smelling knowledge.
I'm not smelling knowledge.
I don't
Ooh.
think knowledge has a smell except for a metaphorical one.
I'm
Folks,
excited.
what are you doing?
Knock, knock, knock.
You hear shuffling from the inside. As somebody like drops a book and picks up another one. It's just like whatever. And eventually they come forward. Though it takes them a bit. It seems like you hear footsteps like get louder from like very quiet, get louder. Um Eventually like they open the door and it's this sort of like tall human. At least they mostly look human. They have like some sort of ambiguous animalistic qualities to them. Like their eyes look not quite what you would how you would expect a human eye to look like. They've got like one of their ears is sort of like a bit longer, and they've got sort of on their skin like some of it has started looking a little bit like a bit of a tiger situation. But it's mostly a human looking person. And they open the door and they say, "Welcome."
Welcome, Dr. Greystone sends his regards. He sent us your way. He said that you were the person to meet.
Yes. Meet for what?
Meet to help?
Help with what, darling? You have got to be more specific.
Maps. We're looking for
Maps,
maps.
come in. And they immediately turn back around. And you do see the inside of this library. So all of the books have been taken out of their shelves. The shelves have been sort of moved around in ways to essentially they've created their own mini labyrinth with all the books and the shelves inside this building, and it is fascinating. It is also claustrophobic because there was already not enough space for the shelves with the books, but now the books have been taken out of the shelves. They've created their own separate shelves next to the actual shelves. So now it's like you can't take 2 steps without stuff falling down. And
I see you have the building bug.
maps are that way. Come with me, please. Hi. Everybody else, in or out? Quick. Door, please. They keep walking. You didn't realize just how quite long this building was from the outside. You were sort of standing in front of it, and you didn't realize like it's not that tall, but it seems to be that like you're walking and it's like, how are we still walking? Um, Eventually they lead you to your smell, by the way. You're a bit like left and right. It's like you can't quite make out where it's coming from. Eventually you can do a check to figure out where it's coming from. That leads you to through books and shelves and etc. to a part of the library where there's just bins with maps and some on the walls, etc. And they say maps. You, the rules are can't take one, can't copy one, can't look at one. But a reminder, you cannot take them. Do you understand? You cannot take these maps. Is that understood? Do I need to remind you? Do I need to repeat that you cannot take these maps? These maps are not for taking.
They're for copying. Got it.
Yes, you can get papers from the counter at the front. Are you be find will you find your way back to the front? Do you need help? I've got things to do.
I've got some paper here.
One, cool, great. And they walk away, and you sort of see them as they walk away.
Wait.
What?
If we need you again,
Just
what do
shout
we
out.
call you?
Dorwin.
Doran.
Dorwin.
Dorwin.
And you see them like turn back around and walk away, and in the distance you just see them like continuing to put books on top of books out of their shelves, just stacking them up again. There's a lot of maps in front of you. What is everybody else doing?
I hadn't planned on taking any maps until they said I couldn't.
Smita surprisingly feels the same way. Like that would be just a lot more.
Dorwin just like shouts out again, like, "Do not take the maps!
Are the maps the thing of value that that I'm smelling?
Absolutely not. No. This is just literally just like they only have one of each map.
Okay, who among us can draw a map properly?
Well, Angelique, why don't you find the map that we need? You know where we're going.
On. That's not how this works.
Oh, okay. We're going to the Hollow.
To Hollow. No the
To Hollow.
yes.
I look for a map that says Hollow on
It's
it.
the British version of the Hollow.
Yeah.
You just say
You
you
should
don't say hospital. You say the hospital.
Die Hollow.
yeah, very
It's now
good
German.
Facebook situation.
Sleepy Hollow.
So the thing is, Ankita, you do remember that you saw a map in your dream, right?
Yes.
That Dr.
Ooh.
Greystone told you.
Yes,
you
I'm
could
busy
find.
with that. I'm busy with that. I'm opening to the map
Part of
that
the
I need, and I'm looking for mine. So y'all can find the map for the for
Yeah.
Hollow.
Can you remind people what we're talking about right now?
I have an ink-blotted dream journal with maps of places I saw while asleep, and I talked with Dr. Greystone, who described something, and I found one of my maps, and he said that it was similar to what he was talking about, and now I need to find a better map of that.
Yes. Could you remind me the name of the witch from your dreams once
The
more?
witch is
As you're looking through the maps, I
She
think
Sees Within.
she sees within. Well, I'll just keep that in mind for now. Could you roll me a discern Warren? You could argue for Haven as well.
Haven, please.
Fine.
All right, that is a 7.
Okay. I think I'm probably going to say that this is a for mind stress. Please. How much
What
do you have
happens
overall
if
right
I
now?
max out my mind stress?
You are very likely to take a fallout.
So, like, I only have 2 more things that I can fill.
That means you're
Wait,
probably going
I'm
to
at
take.
12.
What did you have before? 10?
I had 8 before.
You got a 4 and you're 10.
Yeah.
So it's not a matter of whether you'll take a fallout. Now it's a matter of whether you take a minor or a major mind fallout. Because
Okay.
if you get above an 8, was it an 8? Or was it a 12? Oh no! Oh no, I don't remember this. Let's hope I don't have to. That's a 5. You only take a minor fallout.
Okay. Cool.
Isn't that good for you? Okay. You'll
Oh,
find out what it is later.
all my mind stress is gone.
When
I'm
we
sad.
when we complete an active beat, do we gain the ability this session, or do we wait
Immediately.
immediately? Okay,
If you have it in mind, you can get it immediately.
great. I did. I rite of placidity.
Oh, tell me
Which
what
gives
it does.
scholars who search for the lady often find her immense majesty hard to bear, but you are well versed in the sacred canticles that allow you to weather her revelations. Gain +2 mind protection. I figure he's getting confidence now that he's used the prayer twice and it's actually had results.
Wonderful. Ankita, you looking through the maps. You have the journal in front of you. You're just sort of, you even do like tear. You could even, if you want, tear out the page to just like start comparing it or putting it on top of maps to compare and find the right one. The thing is, you don't find just one map. You do find 2 different maps that sort of have a vaguely similar looking area to what you have seen in your dreams and that you've drawn out in your journal. One of them is more specific to the area of that area. One is more general and it does include Hollow. It is a very it involves areas both from tier 2 and tier 3, and you know that Hollow is in tier 2, and where you're going is in tier 3. So it's very general. So it's not. I'll say this: it's only a D6 delve equipment, but it will be useful. Where your current map is about to run out of use like this. This is not where you're smelling the valuable thing.
Okay. Well,
But this
so
map will
first
absolutely be valuable.
I will hand the hollow map over to Smitha and Sand to go ahead and copy while I copy the more specific one.
Wonderful. That is going to take a while. That's going to be like several hours, possibly the day. Is there anything else you were going to want to do? Do you take pauses? Is this like, this is what I'm doing?
I will roll my discern plus occult to cast Greed of the Red King.
You cast, what, to do what?
To smell out that last thing of particular value.
What's that a cast thing? You either smell it or not. And you can, it's not really you can roll that. It does happen. What you would have done does happen to be discern plus occult, but that would just be sort of looking for the thing that you need.
Okay.
But you can't do both that and copy the map unless you get really good, do a good roll on copying the map and you do it real quick.
Okay.
Please, could you roll me? Mend Haven.
Yes.
Do you have both of those?
Yes.
Let's go.
All right. That is an 8.
Perfect. I think towards the evening, there's no evening, but after like many hours when you finish yours, because it's a smaller area that you need to copy. So fortunately you have the time for that. But it's not that time yet, by the way. We'll get to it. When Smita is still working on their map, you'll have time to do that.
Okay.
In the meantime, Sand, what are you doing?
I will copy the map. I will probably coordinate with Smitha whether we want to try and double our efforts so that we have like a redundancy, or we each take part of the map.
Either way, that will be a help action for one of you. So who's doing the roll and who's doing the help action? It is going to be a Mend Haven once again.
All right, I think I've got mend. Let's see.
I don't think I have Mend or Haven for that matter. So I think it'll be best that I'm helping Sand. The help action comes from me.
And are you able to help if you don't have either of the...
You can't really typically help if you don't have the ability.
Okay.
So you're one of those people looking over the shoulder and like making it harder, probably.
Yeah, it's
by
gonna
trying
be.
to help.
You could also do it so that Smita is doing the action and Sand is helping. I don't know if that's gonna be better though. Or the
Probably
exact same.
It's the same number of rolls, right?
Got it.
I'll
It's
just go
just
ahead and do it.
Okay, cool. Smita, that does mean that you are free, or you spend your time being a backseat driver with the mapping, or you can do whatever else you want.
I think I might want to explore more of the library because I want to see if they have any books about the they have any books about death specifically, or about mechas or anything artificial mechanisms or robots or something. What can I read that might be helpful later on?
Okay. Sand. Roll, please.
Okay.
Mendhaven. What?
3.
Great.
Oh, who's laughing now? Maybe I should have helped, and maybe I would have.
I'm gonna say this is mind stress because Smita keeps like every once in a while Smita will come over and be like, I don't think you're doing that right. And then you're also just getting annoyed, and Angelique is still annoyed. So you're taking mind stress left and right. Only one mind stress though.
Okay, I have protection, so I do not get any additional mind stress.
God damn it.
But I'm already at 3, so
Yeah, but you still didn't take stress, so that means I don't have to roll for fallout.
the disappointment that you have when you can't hurt us just
I love it.
shines a light on
I
your
love
character.
it.
This is
I
all
am
I have. This is my
I,
life.
I am this close to Alex. We should unionize. We should all unionize now.
I'm
This is
gonna
too
pull
much.
out a dropout.tv thing. Like, congratulations, players, you've unionized.
Unionized.
So sand. You spent so many hours. We'll get to it. Those hours haven't passed yet, but you spend so many hours just trying your best to
Oh yeah, we're
draw,
doing this in real time. Go ahead.
to copy this map. Yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually, I'm just gonna tell you, you're gonna come up with something that is like you wrote and like scribbled and like scratched over your own writing so much that if you use this, it's like it's gonna be more harmful than if you hadn't used a map at all. I'll just say that. So, but unfortunately, that's what you get. That's what you got. You can spend one more day trying to write this map. However, we'll see. Smita, you're saying you want to explore the library and find information on mechas and etc. What exactly? Is there anything specific you're looking for, or just?
I think I'm looking for any information on the Cloud Garden and on the Mahakal. If there's any book that has any indication of her history, and if I can use it against her to like as blackmail or something to like get this bloody necklace off.
Okay. So, you can do it two ways. One will be a risky roll because it's impossible to find anything here. That would be the discern occult. The other thing would be to try to ask Dorman for help, and that would be a compel roll. It's not risky, but yeah, up to you.
I think Smita is going to ask Dorwin for books about mechas. Is going to try and hedge around like what her real purpose is, just on like, oh, I heard about this really shadowy secret cult thing and I'm looking for books about that just because it sounds interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's a way to make that not sound super suspicious.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Um, could you roll me a compel occult?
Okay, I have neither, so I'm rolling with one.
Amazing. I love to hear it. It's the best news I've gotten all day. Let's go.
I got a 9.
Mother.
Oh.
Fine. If you insist. If you insist. 9 is a success without stress, so it's basically like only a crit would have been better than that. Literally. Tell me how you approach and what you say. Dorwan. They're like a bit far away, in this seemingly infinite building of library and books. And they're like taking up books off of shelves, moving shelves around, stacking books, etc. What are you doing?
Well, I kind of start with, I'm not hovering, but like I put this look of like, admiration and fascination at like all, like I'm looking around, like, oh, I'm awed by it, awed by the amount of books, the effort. And that's kind of the tack I take with Dorwin. Like, this is a truly stupendous collection.
Are you
Just the
calling my
amount,
collection stupid?
stupendous.
Stupid. Okay, fine. So continue stacking shelves. Yes, it is.
I am fascinated by the filing system and like the amount of effort it would take to keep this library going, and especially in such a deserted place. I mean, only true bibliophile, a true lover of knowledge and keeper would honestly be keeping this consistent. I know that it would be incredibly difficult for anyone else.
Yes, yes, it would.
To be honest, like, hmm, those are these are some rare tomes you have here. What is your? I was wondering if, considering the amount of knowledge you seem to have here, if you could possibly direct me or help me with something that, you know, something of this knowledge. I would like to read one of the.
Please hurry. I have very important things to be doing.
Could you please show me two books where I can find knowledge about the Cloud Garden?
This way! And eventually, like, it's the long-winded way of Smitha just trying to get to, like, saying, like, make us please. Eventually they're like, okay, great, let's come. And they put down, they, like, hand over a bunch of the books they were holding, just, okay, hold this. And they start walking over this maze of a library. Eventually you don't even see your friends anymore. You're like, you're like 30% sure you just got lost. They walk around and they eventually come to I don't know how they remember exactly where this book is. It must be some sort of superpower. But they come up to like one of the many stacks of books not on bookshelves, and they just sort of through the like middle of like the shelf, they like Jenga, they just sort of pull one out without having any of the rest of the books fall over, topple over, whatever. It's a sort of normal sized book. It's got they hand it to you and they just sort of walk away. It doesn't have a title or anything. It seems to be more of a like a journal, perhaps a draft of a book that was meant to be like published or something, or maybe the dust cover is like not there anymore, perhaps. It doesn't have a title, it doesn't have a proper cover, you don't see an author's name or anything at all. Um, how much time are you gonna spend looking through this? What are you like? Yeah.
I am going to read it cover to cover, especially like I'll start reading it casually just to like see. Yeah, but if something strikes out to me, I will start reading it cover to cover.
Okay, cool. That is going to be again a ooh. So this can be either a discern or a hunt. And I know I might be misusing it, but hunt sort of hunt for like the knowledge you're seeking in this book. It's going to be occult either way.
I wish I had taken hunt, but I did not.
Do you have discern?
Nope.
Do you have occult?
Nope.
That's a 1d10 for you, buddy.
Yeah, you seem so unhappy about it.
No, why would you? Why would I be happy about it?
Thank you, Lord. I got an 8.
You're the luckiest motherfucker alive. Um, that is a success with no stress. You sit down there. Luckily, you do have many hours while Ankita perfectly copies this map and Sand does whatever the hell he's doing. With a map. With a map.
Hey, you got to start somewhere. No one's born a brilliant artist. Okay?
Cartographer.
Cartographer.
Yeah, that's what Alex is. Alex is gonna go back to the Temple of the Moon Beneath and is like, I have found my calling as a cartographer. You have many hours as they do this, and you sort of have found a little nook between like the books and the shelf, so it's kind of nice. It's like you're surrounded by knowledge, and you look through the book for a while. You're going to need to help me with the knowledge that we discover in this book, Percival. So this is a sort of general. There are some like introductory like history of like technology and like mechas and whatever. Very like a lot of the more history that is more like current, it doesn't seem that accurate to you. It doesn't seem, you can tell some of the blanks, missing blanks, or like misinformation, or like a rumor somebody said that became a myth, that became apparently fact, but you know it's not because you kind of have a very direct connection to somebody who might have or may not have done the thing that is the rumor. Um, can you remind me what exactly are you trying to find out?
I am specifically looking for some weakness, or I'm looking for a weakness in the structure of the cloud garden that I can exploit that would force the Mahakal to release me.
Yeah.
Or I'm looking for something bigger and tougher than the Mahakal and the cloud garden that I can possibly curry favor with and who can go to battle. I need an enemy or I need a weakness.
Mm-hmm. I think you do find some information that can be used for weakening mechas. So, because the heart is so wild, its power is completely uncontrollable and you can't replicate it. It is so different from technology, which is man-made, usually. Unless it's like AI that made the thing, but usually man-made. It is meant to be tools, that you use, that you control. You need to tap into the heart, or at least ask people who have tapped into the heart. You need to utilize the power of the heart itself to try to weaken, to try to sort of weaken the signal between your necklace or anything else you want and Mahakala. That is mostly the information you get. You do read about, like, for example, I mean, not to be too on the nose, but witches, very much strong wielders of the heart. They're, I mean, known as emissaries of the heart. They're also scary, scary, scary creatures and people. I don't know what you want to call them. Some people call them people, some call them creatures, but they're also very much respected as people of the heart. Yeah.
Okay. Um, hmm. I take a bunch of paper and I start writing down the information that I'm seeing, the pertinent stuff, like the way I'm doing in my notebook currently.
Yes.
And I start writing this stuff down, just like kind of frantically I'm writing down as much as I can, looking out like, okay, are they done? Oh, they're not done. Fantastic. Keep writing, keep writing. So I keep writing down, and in that, she kind of like, in the movie style, you see like underlining emissary of the heart, look for which is the emissaries of the heart. You like underline, 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 three underlines and three exclamation marks. I I am deeply tempted to take the book itself. However, I think that would create more trouble than it's worth,
Hey, it's
because
up to you.
the rest of the book isn't entirely reliable. I know, like,
The techniques, the technical information does not seem unreliable. The history and accounts of like people like higher ups or who have like important figures, those are not entirely reliable, but also like what history book is?
okay, I do have the sneak skill, so I could sneak this out, or I could do the Angels and Demons from Dan Brown Robert Langdon in the Vatican Library thing of just tearing out the pages that are necessary.
Up to you.
I'm going to tear out the pages because I don't need the history. I just need to tear the pages out.
You're tearing out so many pages. That's worse. It's worse. You do it. Don't worry. You do it. Well, I'm saying do it. Try to do it. Okay. Mother. Okay. Could you please, very, very please, roll me an sneak occult?
I have a sneak, so I should roll.
You could argue for. Let me see. Sneak. Okay, sneak Warren instead, just because you're like surrounded in a labyrinth of a library. Does that help?
I don't have Warren, but I do have a sneak, and so that's a 2d10.
Yeah.
And I got a 9.
What is happening?
Look, I started.
You're gonna get the bad rolls when we need you.
Exactly, which is what happened last time. That's what's going to happen. It happened. I was rolling fine at the beginning, and then it got fucked.
Smitha is so selfish.
Yep, my dice have ruled me as just very self-serving.
9 is a success without stress. That is wonderful. Jordan is far too distracted with their continuous labyrinth building situation to ever hear not only, but also like you've got like 3 other people in the library who are also like either chatting between themselves or like scribbling. I mean, Sand's going like constantly like just constantly writing over their own stuff, cursing under their breath, like, God damn it. Ugh, why is this so hard? Ugh. Ankita's very focused though. She's like quiet as a, I don't know, a very quiet person. Thorwin would not in a million years have heard you tear out the pages. You do it so quickly. You like cough as you do it as well, or like sneeze, pretend sneeze. You put the book in a hidden little part of the shelves or the book areas, and you manage to take the papers. You did it. It's now closer to sort of Ankita is about to finish doing what she's doing. Sand is hard at work. Keep going. Keep going, buddy. You're doing great. Ankita, you finish your tiny little map. Cutesy little ladybug. You want to look for, you want to sniff around? Okay, could you roll me a discern occult or hunt occult?
Discern occult it is. That is a 9.
Wonderful. Hey, I'm turning around, guys. I'm happy for you. What's up, Smita?
Oh, all right. I completely forgot. One of my active beats is learn or possess something that lessens the control your masters have over you.
Oh, that's great. That's absolutely gonna fill that beat. Do you know what ability you're taking at? We'll come back to it. We'll come back to
we'll
it.
come back to it.
Ankita, what'd you get? 9? Right. I think you walk around. And again, like there are valuable things around, so it's sort of hard to sniff around, but there is like one potent smell that you're specifically after. And while most of the library is a labyrinthian mess and it's tiny little like alleyways and whatever, there's like one area that seems to be not only sort of a bit more open, but it's also like very visible from most parts of the library. Like it seems like every path has an opening to be able to see that area, and Dorwan has a direct line of sight to you right now. It feels like you had to walk around for a while in this library to find it. It really felt like you were going through this mini labyrinth to try to find the center of it. And that's what you found. You don't quite see anything, But as you sort of walk towards the center, under your feet, one of the floorboards sort of creaks a little bit differently. You can kind of tell that there's got to be something under there. Dorwin has a direct line of sight.
That's okay.
Okay. They immediately, like, just, like, shout and then start running towards you, like, they shout, like, stop! And they run up and they, like, immediately just, like, slam their hand down. Like,
What?
it was like
What?
this. They appeared out of
What?
nowhere. What the hell do you think you're doing?
What is it? Why is your floorboard weird? I'm just trying to fix your floorboard.
Would you like to roll a dangerous compel occult?
No.
Are you sure? Because you already said it.
I said, but what am I?
You could make it a risky roll if you keep talking and say something good, because you
Oh,
gotta
I
say
mean,
something convincing.
I'm lying, and I know.
Because you already put yourself in the hole. There's no going back.
No. To be clear,
Don't
I'm
make
lying.
her turn the scream around.
I'm lying, and I know that he knows I'm lying. I'm not trying to convince him.
Okay, got
I'm
it.
like,
That's fine.
I heard the floorboard creak differently, and I wanted to know. I'm a curious person. What's down there?
Oh, I see what you're doing. That was GM, not.
Yeah.
And it was they have their hand on the floorboard and they're like staring into your eyes. You can sort of see, you know how I said that their eyes are very not human-like? They're kind of cat-like, like tiger or whatever. But just subtly. But then as they're looking at you and you continue bullshitting out of your ass directly.
I'm not bullshitting. I'm being very honest. What is it? What's down there?
Their eye sort of goes a bit more tiger-like, like that yellow in it sort of becomes more apparent, either because it is becoming more apparent or somehow you're noticing it more. The circular pupil is becoming far more oval and narrow, and as they look at you and say, "Do not touch that."
Does it have to do with the heart?
You're in the heart. Everything here has to do with the heart.
Does it have to do with... I grab him. Does it have to do with the heart? Tell me your heart secrets.
Would you roll me compel? Occult, and that's dangerous, please. Let's just establish what's going on first. Do you have compel?
Yeah.
Do you have
No, I don't have compel.
Do you have occult?
Yes.
That's 2d10. However, dangerous means you don't take the first highest, you don't take the second highest.
So how do I make it risky?
You tell me how you can make it risky.
Oh, shit. What was his name?
Dorwin.
Dorwin. I hear the heart. It whispers to me. I have to know everything about the heart. Tell me what secrets you hold. Tell me what secrets to the heart you hold. I must know them.
You're not helping your case.
One day, I'm going to be a part of the heart.
Please roll 1d10.
Okay.
And if you get a 10, you'll succeed. If you don't, then you don't succeed. With stress. If you succeed, it's still stress too, by the way.
Yes. It's a 10.
It's a 10?
It's a 10.
You're kidding.
It's just a 10. There's the 0.
You're kidding.
It had to happen eventually, right? There's only 10 options on the die.
Yeah, but okay, I genuinely did not expect that to happen. Holy fucking Christ. You did not have a like enough of a but like whatever. Wait, crap. Okay. you've grabbed them by like their collar and you're shaking yourself. You're shaking, but you're also shaking them. You're just like, I'm going to be a part of the heart one day, and I need this. Do you understand? I need this. And you did not persuade them of anything. You intimidated them to be like, I don't want to deal with you.
So did I terrify or intrigue an NPC with my obsession?
Yes, you did. Yes.
Okay, cool.
Whenever y'all catch me off guard with your fucking beats, I forgot about it too. I genuinely was like, what on earth could Ankita do to terrify or whatever an NPC in these places? And well, you got a 10, so yes, you did it. Do you know what ability you're taking yet?
No, I'll tell you in a minute.
Okay. They just like, they're terrified. The yellow of the eyes just like goes away. They're like, they look as human as they've ever looked to you right now, and terrified. And they're just like, they start like sort of slapping your hands to like put them down. And the second they just sort of back away, and they go deeper into the labyrinth. And somehow like they find a nook where they can't see you, just to pretend like this isn't happening. You do get stressed, by the way, even if you did get a 10.
Okay.
So please take 3 echo stress.
3 echo stress. So that leaves me with 2 echo stress. So I have 6 echo stress.
Amazing. If I get less than 6 on this D12 roll, you get a fallout.
Cool.
That's a 6 exactly, which does also count, by the way.
Okay.
Let me just write down that you're gonna get an echo fallout. Good to know! You're gonna have 2 brand new fallouts after the break.
I'm gonna take my skill compel.
Oh, wonderful. That sure is gonna come in handy. Okay. As Dorwan runs away. Like
I rip open.
You rip open the floorboard, and there's still some like dirt in place. It seems like not only was it under the floorboard, but it was also like a little bit buried. But you know it's down there. And you sort of dig your hands directly in, unless you're doing something else. Please
Oh
feel
no,
free to
no, I am.
contradict me. Yeah. You dig your hands immediately in, just not worrying about anything. And immediately like your hand catches something big and sharp. And you take it out, and it's this quite large looking crystal. It seems you can feel the heart, but also, I mean, obviously it's also just like an expensive item, but you can feel something more emanating off of it. It's quite resonant. You could roll a tech check to see what it is and what you can do with it. Or you could ask some of your friends or some of your pals to help you out with it. Because you can tell there's something to be done with this.
For now, I'll put it in my bag. I'm not gonna ask while Dorwin's around.
Okay. Well, there's some dirt from the crystal that is now in your bag, by the way.
Okay.
Unless you cleaned it, but I don't think you did.
Yeah. So
Same.
what should I put in my resources for now?
Yeah. Please write down just write down particularly resonant crystal for now.
Okay.
I'll let you know what it is once you've done a bit of a check to figure out what it is.
So I put it in. I grin, tamp down the floorboard, and go over to Sand and say, "That's terrible." What?
I'd like to see you try.
Are we gonna? Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I have Mark of the Weaver. Once per session, you can fix someone or something in a matter of seconds, even if it would usually take hours of careful work, and you have us use Mend to do it, to do these maps. So I think that this is a fair use of Mark of the Weaver.
Absolutely. That's like a perfect use. What the fuck?
Why am I doing this? Like, why?
Believe. Oh my.
You did this to humiliate me?
I was like, I'd love to see you try. And it was like, okay, let me.
Smita comes out right about when he says,
like to see you try.
I'd like to see you try, and it just goes, like, huh, that's not going to be helpful, is it?
And then she pushes out a sheet, picks up a pen, and just her hand flies. And before you know it, in a matter of like a minute, she has replicated the map perfectly.
This is like the jar that I loosened and then you just finished
Yeah.
opening it. I'm just going to take credit for this one, I think.
With whom? Everyone is here.
Good job.
Very good.
I can't believe you said I'd like to see you try.
Very impressive cartography work that you just suddenly revealed.
You're crushing this young man's dreams, Ankita.
Also,
Yeah.
I definitely took something from Dorwin, so we should get out of here really fast.
Oh, not just you, buddy.
Smita doesn't say a damn thing. She just is like she just kind of raises her eyebrows and then is like, okay, let's go.
Wonderful. You guys leave.
But the map you decide not to steal just so you can show off. Cool. Very cool.
I mean, this might be a good time to, like, do a prayer of endurance or something. Patience, something.
I don't know any of those prayers, but sure.
You can substitute words here and there. Everyone does it.
Sand. Question. Is it a once a session thing or once
It's
a
once per
situation?
session.
And you already tried it, didn't you?
And succeeded.
Oh, yes, you did. Yeah, true.
You just assumed that I got it.
I forgot. Okay.
I assumed that I sang
There's
the
a
song
lot of
wrong.
things I'm trying to keep track
Oh
of
my
here.
goodness. Remember when you tried and failed? No, you tried and succeeded. Oh, you think you'd remember that it's so rare.
Is Sad taking these L's or is Alex being forced to take the L's as along with him? I don't know.
Yeah, if you're a failure in the game, you're a failure in real life. I don't know if you know that about TTRPGs.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
The look
Okay.
on your face.
I got a mind fallout, a minor mind fallout, a minor echo fallout. I have used Mark of the Weaver.
Guys.
And also terrified an old man.
You guys run out. Well, like, walk out subtly as if nothing has ever happened. Well, at what point do you just wait until to get on the road? At what point do you, like, do anything with the crystal, Ankita? What are you guys doing, is I'm asking.
We get outside and I kind of unfurl the map and I kind of shake it out, and then realizing that I'm really just as much of a problem, I hand it over to Smitha. And as we start walking away from the building, I pull out the crystal. Anybody have any idea what this is?
I have the technology. This is me, player,
Yep.
saying I have technology skills, so I could, like, look at it and then, like,
Yeah,
depending
yeah.
on the role.
You can roll a discern technology to figure out what this is. Also, the two maps together, they do make a D6 delve equipment.
Okay.
They're not like a universal delve equipment. They're specifically equipment for, like, where you're going.
Okay. I'll let Smitha put that in her equipment.
Okay.
Even though she has the big map, I have the small map. but
Yeah.
I'll let
Well,
her.
Thing is, you can't use the small map is not useful at all right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I just have the small map in my bag.
Wonderful. Okay. Cool. Yeah. What did you get, Percival?
I got a 6.
6. 6 is a success. It is stress, but it's a success. Please take 3 echo stress. I'm doing a lot of echo this session. He. How many echo do you have right now?
I have 5.
5. That's nice. And it's just nice enough for a fallout, which we'll
Oh,
find
boy.
out about after the break. Ankita and Smita are gonna come back with 2 new fallouts each, by the way, guys.
Nice.
Yes.
Come
Oh,
on,
also-
Sand. Come on, Sand.
Also, because I
You
fulfilled
gotta
one of
hurry
my
up and get some
deeds,
fallouts.
I took the adept ability, and in ability, you gain access to one of the following skills: compel, delve, discern, endure, evade, hunt, kill, sneak. I have taken compel.
Okay. When you read out the things, by the way, you can just tell us exactly what you got. You don't need to
Yeah.
read the whole thing. Anyway, get back on the road. I understand, Smita, you are leading the delve. Okay. I think it's best if we do this after the break that I've been teasing for so long. Would that be okay, producer? Okay, cool. I'm not entirely. Jean, are we okay to go to break? Okay, cool. Wonderful. We'll see you guys after the break. It should be about 10 to 15 minutes, and then we'll find out just how many consequences to their actions they've acquired and what they are. See you all then. Welcome, everybody, to Unlost, Unearthed. Last we left off, they just ran out of the library stealing so many things, trying to not get noticed. Got some catching up to do, but we'll get to that. Folks, you're back on the road. You are trying to still traverse these labyrinths left and right. Do I understand correctly that Smita is back on top still? Is that the case?
Yes.
And you did roll to understand what the crystal is, right? What did you get on that?
Got a 6.
I got a 6. That was a success. Do you do this on the road, or do you sit down at some point to sort of really examine it well?
I think I mean we're walking and we're trying to get as far from the library,
I
and
think we just like get a little bit past the library and then like find a nice place to like sit down and maybe have some tea and biscuits.
from where I
I-
wondered, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're sprouting in the ground. The heart sprouts biscuits in the ground.
Yes.
Mari biscuit. No, not Mari biscuit, Parle-G.
I think as you're sort of sitting around, perhaps you made a campfire, because it did get like you've been doing so many things for so many hours. You got tired. Perhaps you want to take a break. And you're sitting around and you're examining this crystal again. It's like quite fist-sized. Well, slightly less so, but kind of. You're examining it for a while and you're looking around. You can see Angelique sort of take out a this old, barely working compass that she has. Just to like look at it, play around with it. I don't know. Everybody's bored, everybody's doing something. And you look at it and you look as you concentrate your energy on it and you think about everything you know about technology, and you realize this isn't quite just, well, obviously, it's not normal technology. It's quite potent with heart energy, and it can be combined into possibly even a rusty old compass to create something far more useful. You could, you know, use it's again like it's not a you could like it's up to you how. I'm not gonna try to dictate what you do with it, but it could be fashioned into or combined with Delve equipment to create something quite powerful. And you do understand that it is on its own a D10 item.
Okay.
It is
Uh,
not an equipment on its own. It could be a resource on its own, a D10 resource, but you know a D10 equipment is so much better than a resource, and it can become something so much better.
okay. Would I be able to match the put this crystal, like can I put this crystal in the compass? What exactly do I need to do? Like, do I know how to cobble this together?
It is up to Percival to come up with some way to do it. You can break parts of it off. You can file it down. It is not going to lose its magic. You can do whatever you want with it to combine it with the compass.
Okay. I start thinking of like, okay, vague idea I'm getting of like, okay. And I look at Angelique's compass and I look at Angelique and I'm like, could I borrow that compass for a second, please?
Whoa, what are you doing?
Making our journey significantly easier
Okay,
if I'm
but
right.
that's mine.
Uh, okay. Smita is like sighs and goes, okay. Ankita, I'll make you a deal, okay? I think this crystal can be really, really helpful in getting us to where we need to go, to getting us to our final destination. This is a really good find. But it's like better if I jiggle with it.
Can you do it with my mechanical pinky instead?
Your mechanical pinky isn't a compass or something findery.
Okay, then the compass is mine after. You can use it, but it's mine.
Can
I,
I get a say in this? Angelique says.
I just point to Angelique like, don't look at me on this, just ask her.
Hello? It is my
Yeah.
compass.
Yeah, but that's my crystal.
Yeah, but it's my compass.
But it's my crystal.
Smita, say something.
Look, Ankita, let's do a trade, okay? I'm going to give you a bunch of pages from the library. And I think these pages are going to be really, I think they are, I think those pages are you could maybe read them and lead us to witches, to emissaries of the heart, who are going to be significantly more helpful and might give you the answers you're looking for.
What?
I take out a page specifically that I know that has mentions of witches and emissaries of the heart, and I'm like, this is one of the pages I have.
I will take your pages in return for lending you my crystal for the period of our travel together, Angelique. But I get my crystal back if we ever split up.
Okay, sure. I just make sure to give me my compass back.
Okay.
As you're sort of talking, I think, have you taken out any of your journals or the map or, well, you took out the crystal at some point, so the
Yeah.
dirt sort of came out with it. Are you looking at any of the map at all?
Sure.
Sorry. Look at the map.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think at some point, like, I mean, it's a while. You guys are sort of sitting around, thinking about what your actions and looking at the map that you've drawn, comparing it perhaps to your journal drawings, etc. And like, the more you thinking about it, the more the thoughts of like this place, this place that is like you're gravitating towards it. It's drawing you towards it so much, and you've already been so fascinated by it. But the more you're thinking about it, it's like every other thought seems to be kind of being drowned out by this desire, by this fascination with this place, this person, this doctor, whoever this is that everybody seems to be pushing you towards, and it is taking over your mind. It is something you have to know more about mechanically. This is your fallout. Um, Frankly, you got the fallout fascination, and to be clear, this means you have to find out more about this. If you have a opportunity to find out more about this and you don't, you will get stress.
Okay.
It is a minor mind fallout. However, the good thing for you is, whenever you attempt to learn more about your weird fascination, you roll with mastery. So keep
Cool.
that in mind. And as you guys are sort of eating your rations and you're looking over the map and like there's nothing else, it's like you and the map right now in this world. Nothing else could possibly have your attention at this moment. And you're just sort of not even paying attention. So you take your hand out to like grab one of the, like, I don't know, snacks or food or whatever you have that you're filling up on. and one of your hands just sort of accidentally goes over and grabs some of the dirt and just puts it in your mouth, and you don't even realize. And it just sort of rewires something in your brain. The heart grabs onto it in your mind and is like, tasty. It becomes a craving. It's not, you can't stop it. It's like you look back at the just straight up dirt near you, and it's like you're looking at peanut butter or whatever it is you like.
So
This
I
is the
have
follow.
Pika.
Pika.
Yeah, the need to eat dirt and other inedible things.
Is that a thing? What is that?
Yeah, it's a real disease.
Oh, I did not know that. Yeah, sure. That's what you have. In other words, you have strange appetite, which is the fallout that you got. Just make sure to read that later. As you guys are sort of doing this, after a while, you look around and you see Sand hasn't said something in a while. You look up, and he's not there. Switch to Sand's POV. During the campfire situation, at some point, you blinked. And that was a long-ass blink. And your mind is confused. And you open your eyes back up, and you're not where you were. You're not at all where you were before. It seems to be around the same area. I mean, vaguely, some of the walls are the same as before, and but everything is darker, grayer. Everything is different. More dead around you. And you hear a voice from behind you say, "You did not listen." Do you turn around?
No, I'm good.
Immediately, the person appears in front of you instead, as you stand in place, frozen
Didn't think that
from
would work.
fear. Fear? I ask, do you think fear is something you could be feeling? Okay. You don't even need to blink. Immediately, they disappear from behind you and appear from in front of you. And sort of also, like, nearby, you can see another person, sort of a shadowy figure. Somebody who seems far more comfortable with being in this realm than you are. But you look in front of you, and it's somebody you've recognized, but not somebody you have had a lot of opportunities to communicate with. It is certainly one of your masters, but it's not somebody that you day to day would talk to.
Sure.
Somebody a lot of the people are more intimidated by. And she stands in front of you and repeats, "You did not listen. I don't know what you think you're doing, but you've been sent on this mission by us. Do you understand, Sand?" From Seas, "Speak!"
I understand.
Am I amusing?
Player is smiling. Sand is not.
I don't think you quite do understand. Sir, boy, you're not on a trip with some friends. If I tell you to speak to a person and convince them of the beauty of the moon beneath, you do so. Do you understand that part? Actually, don't answer, because I don't think you do. You had the chance and you didn't. Do you have an answer for why?
It didn't seem like there was a path to success.
That is not for you to decide. think you are? The path for success is always with the moon beneath. Is that something you can understand? Speak.
Yes.
As they're talking to you about this, and they continue repeating this idea that the path for success is with the moon beneath. You need to understand you are not the one to decide on these things, etc., etc. You feel a force trying to take over your mind, almost trying to convince you of all of this. You are not convinced, at least not before now. You weren't, but there's something in your mind that is trying to pretend like it is your own thought, trying to take over. Could you please roll me an Endure Haven check? And it is dangerous.
Okay, so the fact that it's dangerous means that
You take
lose
third
the top-
highest.
Third highest.
And if that means that you have no dice left, then you roll 1d10, and you only succeed if you get a 10.
Okay, I think I've got Endure, not Haven. Yeah, so I only get 2d10.
That means you roll 1d10, and you only succeed if you get a 10.
Wow, this is almost like it's stacked against me. Okay.
Oh no, is this the consequences of my actions?
9.
Not good enough.
I'm getting that.
This person, your master, is speaking to you. They continue saying these things, waiting every once in a while for a response, trying to really push in that condescension of asking, like, what explanation could you have for this action and for that? And why on earth would you pretend that a prayer has been asked for by the moon beneath when you're doing it for your selfish reasons, etc., etc.? And this thought that is actually your own thought. Yeah, it's completely your own thought that actually the moon beneath is good. Actually, and it is true, and it's powerful, and it is the true force out there. And the moon is beneath in the heart. This is just, I can't believe you ever doubted it. What on earth could have gotten into your mind? Mechanically, this will act as a minor echo fallout that you got, not as one of the fallouts you got, but something you got. And it will be removable just like a minor echo fallout. But, well, let's see how you do it.
Am I aware that I have this Echo Fallout?
No.
Okay.
No, you are convinced. You are fully convinced. Your friends could try to get you out of that state, but you're fully
My
convinced
friends.
that.
Yeah, that's a good way of
Sorry,
putting my other party members.
your colleagues, companions,
Party goers.
hell yeah, cowabunga. But no, this is your reality. You have absolutely no idea that anything could be different. And the master continues speaking. And eventually you, once they sort of realize that it has taken effect, you, what do you say?
I say, forgive me.
Anything else?
I'm here to serve.
And you blink back and you're back at the campsite. And Ankita and Smita, what did you guys do for one turn as you noticed that sand was gone?
Oh boy. Oh boy. We lost one. Smitha, did you kill him?
I just give her a look of like, really?
Look, I just have to check. I mean, the last time you were alone with, I mean, I understand that you weren't alone with somebody, but the last time you were alone with somebody, they just flat out disappeared.
I have not been alone with Sand the entire time you have been here, so has Angelique.
That's true. What if I killed him?
Uh,
You were watching me, right?
yes,
Okay.
for a while, but I
Phew.
think he was with us when we left the library, but he's not here anymore. So either he's wandered off or the heart is maybe speaking to him or something. I don't know. This place is weird.
Maybe
I
he
pick up
followed the
my
true map, not your
I
weird copy.
I pick up my fish, my brightly colored fish in a jar that I had put out to sit with us. Did you see which way he went? Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
I understand.
okay. Um, Ankita, I'm going to have to do something to the crystal so that we can really get the compass. I think the compass might be able to help us, but I need the crystal. I need
Are
to.
you not worried about sand?
Why do you think I want to use a crystal? So the map or the compass thing, so that we can find him. I think. Look, the crystal is magic. It's weird magic technology.
Okay, but hang on. Sand. Sand. Where'd you go, buddy? Does he
You just
come
hear the
back?
No, you need to. He's gone for a little bit. So each of you needs to do something before he comes back.
I'm okay. I don't think Delve will count for this, right? Like if I can.
You should
I
probably
should.
be here when he comes back.
I check underneath the log he was sitting on,
Okay.
and then I listen to the log, and I knock on it.
Would you like to roll discern Haven? Or
Sure.
occult or whatever? Discern occult?
Sure. All right, well, that's a 4.
No. There's nothing. There wouldn't have been anything, by the way. This was an impossible check. You fell into my trap.
I
Let me
know.
just roll for your stress.
Yeah.
Can't believe he actually said yes.
I know you just wanted me to get stressed.
I didn't expect you to actually say, yeah, let's do it.
Oh, I didn't know I could say no to being told to roll.
You could have just sang a torch song, you know, somewhere out there.
Can you please take 3 mind stress?
Okay.
Good lord.
What do you have now?
3.
You're fine.
Cool.
Smita, do you do anything?
Do you want to make it 4 mind stress?
No.
Oh, okay.
Can I roll Delve or something like that to like look for him?
Oh, that would be a hunt.
Okay,
But yes.
I don't have a hunt, but I really should have taken the hunt, but it's fine.
That would be a hunt Warren, since you're still very labyrinthy.
Oh, thank you, God. I got a 0, so which is a 10.
Oh, nice. Well,
Wasting all your good rolls.
Yeah, exactly. All the good rolls are just. Oh boy, I'm terrified.
you go out sort of into some of the areas around you. You walk around a little bit, and I think, well, frankly, you find your way back is how the 10 will work for you. Because once you find your way back, there's something that you start hearing. It's strange in the distance. You go a bit farther away from the campsite, but then as you do, you start to hear a sort of howling, like a distant, isolated howling. Very subtle. That seems to be coming from the direction of the campsite, perhaps again. It does end up leading you back to where you just came from Like the exact moment that sand comes back.
There's dirt on Ankita's face. You did it to me!
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do anything.
As I come back and I see the dirt on Ankita's face, and as a mud eater as a child, I know that there's going to be like signs around her, like she's clearly been digging for the good stuff. Like you can see the handprints and stuff around, and I'm just going to be looking at that, looking at her, and go, just don't eat the papers.
Yeah. So here's what we're gonna do. Oh, Sand is back, by the way. Where did you go?
Hey. Oh, sorry. Don't worry about me. I was in the bosom of the goddess. Hey, and I take out sort of a handkerchief and I just start wiping your face. I'm like, hey, our faces are windows to the universe. Don't disrespect them like that.
The look on Sweta's face is like she's having war flashbacks to the first time she entered the rehab and like met a couple of the more religiously fanatic people there, and it's just like, oh God, I'm
I
back
think
again. Where did I come back again?
Smitha,
when
Smitha, breathe.
when
Breathe.
you
It's
came
okay.
back,
I
Smitha,
forgive you.
the second you came back, you did see sand come back, but the way he reappeared very much reminded you of how people come back from the gray. So I think that's very easily something you can deduce that for whatever reason he had been taken to the gray.
Huh. I make a note of that, of like the fact that he's come from the gray, and I don't say this out loud to him, obviously, but later on, like on the pages somewhere, I take like a pencil. No, I kind of draw in the mud. I write in the mud next to Ankita, going, uh, I know where he's been,
Now, to
and
remind
just
folks,
write GREY just under it.
watching what the gray is, and also folks playing the game right now, the gray is a sort of place between life and death, a sort of limbo place. Um, that is, it's somewhere easily accessible by dead walkers, which is what Smita is. Um, it's not something the average person can just go in and out of, but it is one way of traversing the heart. It's sort of some people do use the gray if they can find a dead walker to guide them as a sort of shortcut. A more dangerous and difficult one, but a sort of shortcut. Um, at least they do in my heart. Um, yes, Smita, what were you doing?
I kind of I take a note of that, like, okay, he should not have been, okay, this is, I write kind of write in the mud where fairly quickly to Ankita, just saying I know where he's been, and write GREY under it, and just kind of give her a meaningful glance of, if you want to like step aside and maybe we can talk about this.
Careful, Smithy. You're getting your shoes dirty. Cleanliness
look
in all
on
things. Am I right?
The look on her face is like legitimately, she's like twitching a little bit. Like you could see her one eye twitching.
It's okay. It's okay. Hurt people hurt people.
Yeah,
I'm freedom fighter.
It's. Are you. Sand? Tell me the
Ankita.
fish's name.
did the fish have a name?
Yeah,
What was the fish's name?
Nikita.
Nikita.
Okay. Well, I suppose a fake sand could guess the right name. Um,
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I feel like I've been a pale imitation of myself up till now.
oh, that's really frightening.
Thank you for that.
That's
Thank
really
you.
frightening.
Thank you for that.
I keep looking, I keep trying to look, catch Ankita's eyes and
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Um, Sand, just sit there and toast those biscuits a little bit more. Angelique,
A gift from the goddess.
Angelique, just
Buttery,
do you
buttery
mind?
gift.
Do you mind? You know, we're just gonna argue about this crystal and this compass thing for a little while, the
Don't
three of us.
argue. Don't
So no,
argue.
don't
Oh
worry about it.
no.
Don't worry about it. We're gonna the three of us are gonna shift
it's a
over here.
it's a constructive conversation.
Yeah, it's
It's
a
a construct
constructive conversation.
Good.
We're yeah, okay.
'Cause we're family
Just
now.
okay. Wow. Okay.
Good gods.
What the fuck?
I think somebody straight up kidnapped him.
I don't think that's sand.
That is sand. Okay, look. One of the weird thing I may need to explain this a little bit further, or if you want an explanation, but I think he was taken to the grave.
And just somebody else came back in his place?
No, I think he spoke to someone there who either brainwashed him or scared the living shit out of him. Look, I
I look to see if there's shit on the ground. It might be the brainwashing thing.
yeah, probably. Even I'm thinking, I think it's a brainwashing thing. And look, this wasn't very far. The methods used against me when I was in the Cloud Garden were different. They were very much focused in this realm. But I did hear rumors that this did happen to other doctor patients. They used to try and do this, especially with people who were religious in some ways, those who have death in their dogma, who consider death to be some kind of deity, some force, something to be reckoned with rather than just a natural decay of life.
Okay, so what you're saying is that his chances of killing us because he was ordered to has gone up significantly.
Hmm. I think his chances of trying to convert us would have been a little more likely, but
Oh,
if
we
we
can.
don't convert, that could be a
Okay,
possibility.
okay. We'll deal with that in a second. So, as I said, just so that he doesn't think that we're talking about him, you can borrow my crystal for a little while. I'm gonna borrow your paper. I do get my crystal back when we all split up, and
Yeah,
Anjali can get her crystal back, and I'm gonna give me your papers about the witches.
I hand over all the pages I have about the witches. Look, I read as much as I could, and like I've understood a lot of this, but like you know more about the heart and the heart's power than I do. So
I will read and see if I can understand. I'm so glad. She puts her hands on Smitha. I'm so glad that we're working together to understand the heart better.
anything that gets the fucking necklace off of me, Ankita, anything.
I could just take it off.
Yeah, and then I die, so probably not a good idea.
Oh,
I like
that's
to
weird.
live. Yeah,
Have you
it's
tested it? What if I
yeah.
take it off and put it back on really quick?
No, I've done that.
Oh, okay.
It's I've done that. That's how I got, like, she kind of unbuttons her shirt up to like the upper half of her left breast and shows like this massive scar. Like, I I used to get bored. There's only so much therapy you can do because the rest of the time is doing fuck all, frankly.
Therapy
Well,
is a
therapy.
lie.
You're still hearing the howling. Svita, you don't know what that is. You don't understand it. But there's
It-
just sort of a distant howling.
Hmm. Do you by chance hear wolves or something?
Do I hear it?
No.
No.
Okay.
Let's go
Well,
back
that
so that Sand doesn't think that anything's going on. So Sand, so we've all come to an agreement, the three of us, about how everything's gonna go down. I just wanted to check in on our agreement.
I love it when we all get along. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're planning on killing me, you have to tell me first. You remember that, right?
killing us.
Yeah.
Why would I ever kill you?
I
I
just
love you. I love you all.
That's really weird.
No,
We just
we,
met. Like
we are.
I understand that
Oh,
there's
I'm
some
sorry.
chemistry between
I'm sorry.
us.
I'm sorry.
But like,
Um,
this is rather fast, and really,
Hmm.
my heart belongs to the heart.
Oh, and my heart belongs to the goddess. I'm sorry. I should have been more specific. I love you in the sense that we are all the goddess's children and we all deserve love equally.
So I'm going to expand our contract a little bit. You
Hmm.
have to tell me before you try to convert me, okay?
Convert us.
Yes.
That's definitely, Sand, that's definitely something that could be applicable. It's not even something you have to be ordered to do. It's just
Yeah,
sort of something you're always.
I the idea that I want to try to convert you is such a crude way of putting it. I would love it if, your journey and mine could, you know, be walking towards the same light, but um
We
it's
have a
such a
dangerous journey ahead of us.
That's
And
right. That's why we need all the protection we can get.
Was that,
you,
Smitha, was that a yes?
no.
From
I
him.
think it was
From him.
she kind of like just tries and like she looks at Ankita like and just is like she kind of very subtly tries to shake her head of like that's hedging.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, we will walk together in this dangerous thing. That's weird. Why don't you take a nap?
I'm not really tired. I feel like
Um
filled with the spirit. Filled.
Ankita, so I took a couple of pages from the library there that I
Mhm.
think could be really useful for us to figure out
That
certain
was so
things.
thoughtful. Thank you for
Yeah.
doing that for the group.
Uh-huh. Uh, could you possibly, maybe Sand could help and be reading that carefully and slowly, and maybe like after we all can read it in silence, and then we can share what we think of the papers and any information of what maybe his goddess bestowed knowledge could be helpful. And she kind of is just like, get here, like, I'm trying to get him to shut up. I'm trying to get him to shut up.
Well,
It's a
yeah.
wonderful suggestion.
Yeah. Um
Um,
cool. So we'll look at these papers and Smitha will use my crystal along with Angelique's compass. Yeah, let's do that for a little while.
wait. Before this like wraps up, I do want to like, uh, okay, do I think that Sand can hear the howling either? Like, can he hear the howling or only I can hear the howling?
Do you want to ask?
Yeah. Uh, yeah, I think, you know what? Let's just get a nap. And I think maybe we need to like extinguish the fire soon because I can hear some distant howling. So, like, wolves or something might,
You
we don't want
don't,
to attract
Sand.
wolves.
Hmm.
I don't hear any howling.
Smitha, you have amazing hearing. That is a gift. I'm so proud of you for using your gift for good.
And I'm giving very meaningful looks to both Ankita and Angelique of like, I do not want to warn you that I'm going to kill him, but tell him to shut up.
And by the way,
Ankita on the other hand is kind of like, huh. I kind of like all this positive reinforcement.
yeah, it is interesting that you guys are taking this as a sign of dysfunction.
Oh no! I think Ankita is really starting to enjoy this really positive.
And Sand didn't suddenly become,
Yeah, he's always been.
No, but there's
more
only
naive
so
than he
much.
usually is. He didn't
Yeah.
suddenly. I think he's aware that you are talking about him in a slightly condescending manner, but there is no self.
I think Angelique at some point like tries to like talk to Sand, like just the two of them.
Oh yes, tell me about your journey.
Well, listen, I mean, it's really nice to see that you're like really finally figuring. I just, I mean, you know that like people have been talking a little about you not being that committed to our, beliefs.
Yeah, I'm sorry it took me so long to realize the truth.
Yeah, I'm just a little confused about what happened. It happened so quickly. I mean, I'm happy about you figuring your path, but what happened?
I don't know. I was lost and then found. What else can I say?
Yeah, but it seemed instantaneous. What happened when you disappeared,
It did,
Sand?
didn't it? Yeah, like the before time and the after time. It's almost like I can't believe that was me.
Where did you go, Sand?
Oh, I don't know how to describe it. But the goddess sent some emissaries to me to remind me of what I'm doing here and what really matters.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Well,
I was very fortunate to have it a clear message. Sometimes, miracles can be kind of vague or left to interpretation, but not this time. My path is clear.
well, I'm really happy for you. That sounds great. Okay. That's about it. Angelique, it's just at some point, goes back to what she was doing. You guys are able to, rest if you'd like to. Is there anything else anybody wants to do before you guys get back on the road?
I have a few songs I'd like to sing.
Please do.
I don't know how to get around the copyright issue. That's meta singing, but
Okay. Wonderful. As you finish your rest, after however many hours, you
Sand is the first one up.
wonderful. Amazing. And you start gathering your stuff to get ready to go. Though, Smita, do you do anything during the rest? Continue trying to do something with the crystal or the compass or anything?
I think that once Sand has drifted off, and even Angelique has drifted off, and I think I do want to work on that, but like the howling is very distracting.
It's
And
not
the fact that
constant. It just comes in and out every once in a while, but it's not constant.
am I hearing it? Am I constantly hearing it? Like how close to my ear am I hearing?
No, it's really distant. It feels like it's really from far away. But also you'll hear it like maybe every like 2, 3 hours, sometimes maybe like even longer period.
Okay. So I think, do I continue hearing it after I've woken up?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't need to do a sneak night thing. Okay, no problem. Okay, so yeah, I might like spend a little bit of time trying to figure out how to put the crystal in the compass.
Okay. Smith, Percival, you yourself can figure out any way you want to do this. It will not make a mechanical difference or make it more difficult. Like this is you can be creative with it.
Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to try and so what I okay, so the depending on how big this compass is, I'm assuming both are like kind of hand sized.
Um, the compass is sort of like, yeah, I think they're fairly similarly sized. Yes.
Okay, so what I want to do is I want to rub down the crystal enough that it's vaguely in the same shape of the direction points of the compass.
Wonderful. Okay. Yeah, no, you can absolutely do that. That's a lot, very little amount of the crystal. A lot of it, you can like break off a part of it and use that, and the rest of it will it'll still remain. Though it won't be as magical. It will still be a sort of valuable item, ish. The rest of it, since again, you're using so little amount of the crystal, but the magic cannot be split. So the magic will go into the compass parts of the crystal, and then the rest of the crystal can remain like a D6 resource or something.
I think what Smita is trying to do is in her mind, she's like, okay, I'm going to try and conserve. I want to see if I can use this crystal in other places as well, and not just the compass. So what she wants is she wants to use enough in the crystal, and instead of like putting all her eggs in one basket with this magical resource, she's going to try and use enough magic to like make their walking their journey much easier, and the rest she's going to keep with her. Like if at some point Ankita wants it back, she'll give it back. She'll give it back, but only if Ankita specifically asks. She's not offering to give it back.
Oh, no, no. Ankita's like, if there's any left, I keep it. I stole it. I took the stress for it.
Okay, I'll say this. If you get a high enough roll, then you will be allowed, some of the magic will be preserved in the crystal.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, what is this roll? Let me tell you.
Oh wait.
What were you even rolling?
Yeah, I was just rolling dice apparently.
It's just random dice. Yes, that's definitely going to be a mend technology or mend occult.
Meant technology it is.
Actually, I think it'll be a mend technology to make the little arrows and stuff, but it definitely needs to be a separate roll to try to preserve some of the magic in the rest of the crystal.
Hang on, I may have actually gotten technology. I did gain the technology domain. I forgot
Okay.
to mark it down. Is
Okay.
this my second one?
Okay. I mean,
Um,
you can give the help action. I would love the help action. More dice.
You're doing this while we're asleep, right?
Yeah, but
Only Sand and Angelique are asleep. I want Ankita's help. I don't think I'm not looking out for for Ankita to be asleep, because this is her crystal and she knows what the sitch is. So like,
also
yeah,
like
I actually
I feel like
have.
Ankita sleeps with like one eye open.
yeah.
I do have both mend and technology actually.
Holy crap.
Oh.
Why
I
aren't you
had
doing it yourself?
because
Yeah.
I didn't realize I had forgotten to check off technology when I got the rust and iron.
Okay. Well, it'll be a mend technology for making the arrows, but it'll be a mend occult for preserving the magic, some of the magic in the crystal, rest of the
I
crystal.
have technology, so I can help you with the first part.
Okay.
Second part, yeah.
Do you have mend?
No, but I only know
Oh.
only technology.
Okay, yeah. So
That's
then I'm
great.
gonna do mend technology and then mend occult.
Okay, do
So
my technology first.
all right, so that's with an extra die. That is 2 10s.
What?
That is 2 10s.
Oh my god. You're wasting your good rolls there. No, 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 yeah, that was great. 10 is absolutely enough. You don't even waste any parts of the crystal. You cut just enough for the arrows. You use it perfectly. You're able to fit it, to remove the like what is it? Some random cheap metal, or whatever it is off of the compass, and you put the crystal in instead. Please roll mend occult.
Okay. That is a 9.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm rolling 3 dice to be fair.
Yes. What was the second highest?
The second highest is a 3. You didn't tell me risky
I know.
beforehand.
I'm not saying anything. It's fine. It's good. It's
I was
good.
about to narrow my eyes at you right now. I was about.
No, I was not saying anything. Do you want to describe how you try? Is Smita helping with the second roll?
No, only with the technology part.
Okay.
Because you don't have a cult or mend, right?
Can you describe to me what exactly you're doing, how you're
So
trying?
basically, I take off the little bits to put the arrows to put and to make the actual needle, to gild the actual needle. And as I'm doing it, I kind of dig deep into my own magic to kind of pull apart some of the magical nature of this and take the resonance, the particular resonance, and move it into the compass while I leave the resonance, the unparticular resonance, in the crystal.
And you succeed. What you're left with in the crystal is a D6 crystal that can still be used for the same purpose, but only to be turned into a D6 delve item. It's not going to be a D10 item anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
But you can fashion it into a D6 delve item. Or sell it. Whatever. But the compass itself, it is now a D10 delve item, but it does have I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce this from the book, but the word WYRD tag.
Weird.
WYRD?
Weird.
Oh, wonderful. Weird. It has the weird tag. And what this means is if you roll the stress, so the D10 for this, and you get the top number, 10, you get some echo stress. I think it was a D6 echo stress, but I'll have to check when it's applicable. So, there you go. Now, you don't need to examine this. I think working with this magic for a couple of hours at this point and trying to fashion this item, you can sense, and you're so in tune with the heart itself as well, and your fascination, you can sense this compass will point you to where you need to go. Period. It is a universal delve item. It is not like a map of this area and you can't use it elsewhere. Wherever you are, it will lead you wherever you want to go. Of course, it's not going to ignore obstacles. If there's a wall in front of you, the compass doesn't know that. It's pointing straight ahead.
Yeah.
But otherwise, very parts of the Caribbean.
Mhm.
You got it.
Cool.
You got it. You got the item. And it's now quote unquote morning, but there's no morning in the heart. Everybody, open your eyes and back on the road. Unless Sand, do you want to do? Have you been doing anything?
Vespers. Oh my God. We're not going to walk without praying first. You wake up, you pray, then you walk. Wow. Wow. Okay.
I mean, he has a point. Angelique says, "I've been praying every morning, but you guys, I didn't want to bother you guys. I just kind of did it for myself."
Completely without
This
ego.
shirt
I am so
is
in awe of you. I can
really
learn so
tasty.
much.
I was wondering what you're eating.
Do I see that you've succeeded with this crystal thing, or is it not apparent to me yet?
Yeah.
That is amazing. You manifested with intention. I'm so proud of you.
It's just the heart. It's just the heart. The heart knows.
Follow that instinct. That's amazing.
Can I think I'm going to trade Angelique, do you want this vial of cursed ink for this compass?
So that's interesting. Angelique does not know how powerful this compass is.
Well, no,
But
the
that's
compass, the
possible.
original compass. The original compass is just a D6 delve, right?
Well, it was actually kind of nothing. It was kind of broken. But it's a
Oh,
sentimental item to her.
it's a sentimental item. I can give her my single mechanical finger.
Does it have a number associated with it, or is it like a trinket?
No, it's just my pinky.
Okay. Okay, please roll me a compel haven.
Okay.
And this is risky. But if you offer enough stuff, it'll be your standard roll.
Or what I'll do is, okay, Angelique, we're
Yes.
working together. I'm gonna hold on to this compass, and I'm gonna find you something to trade you with.
Okay.
Cool.
Wait, hold on. Sorry. What are you... A trade? That's not what we agreed upon. I mean, roll, please.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is that you trying to make it a standard roll?
No, that's fine because it's an 8. Is my
Second highest?
I got a 10, an 8, and a 7.
So all successes anyway.
Yeah.
But no stress. Trinity, hold on. I mean, wha-
I mean, it's like super souped up now, and I mean, you're still kind of using it because we're together. You and I can use it together.
well, can I have something now at least? How do I? By the way, the agreement was that
Okay.
you would still offer her something now as well.
You can. Okay, do you want to hold Nikita or do you want to hold my pinky?
Like while it's on you?
Well, no. If you want to hold hands, we can, but no, it's detachable.
Oh. Well, I have my pinkies, but
How about Nikita travels with you for now?
that feels more like a burden than anything. I'll take.
No, she's very easy.
But you can see I have like a small backpack. I don't carry that much with me.
All right, then here's my pinky.
Oh. Okay.
Just hold on to it so you know that you and I are bound until.
I mean, we're just friends, right? This isn't.
Oh no, I'm not marrying you.
That's not even what I. Okay. Well, thank you.
Yep.
I'll keep
We
this.
we are bound though.
But this is temporary, right? I'll get something actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll find you something.
Okay.
Cool.
Congratulations, you just scammed your way into having a D10.
Well, I am missing a pinky right now.
Oh, boo-hoo! So many things you can do with a pinky. Like scratch your
I
forehead.
can't go pinky out now when I'm drinking. How will
Yes, you
people know
can.
that I'm
The
being
other hand.
fancy?
What about your other hand?
I don't drink with my other hand.
It seems like a you problem. Back on the road?
Back
Now,
on the road.
are you gonna give your compass to
Yes.
Smita?
Well, can I use it to help? To
The
be
person doing the delve,
Oh, okay. Yes. You can hold the compass for now.
okay. Now, just to be clear, this didn't make the maps like redundant. You wouldn't
Okay,
have been
cool.
able to be on the road, or the delves would have been like 5 times as long without the maps.
Gotcha.
But this is just gonna be real helpful. Smita, can I get a delve Warren out of this goddamn labyrinth?
With the D10, right? She gets an extra D10.
No, that's not how it works, love. The D10
Oh.
is for stress.
I
Oh.
got it. I got a
You-
4 and a 10.
How does the stress, what?
Okay, so Ankita, you roll the D10s to see if you succeed.
Uh-huh.
And then remember with the map, you rolled a D6 to see
Uh-huh.
how much. So every delve has a number associated with it. It's sort of like the HP of a delve.
Okay.
And so let's say you rolled a D6, and you got a 4. So, and if the delve had like a 10, then you -4. And once the delve number reaches 0, you've arrived.
Oh, gotcha. Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
Now, Smita, getting a 10 on a D10 roll means the stress dice is upped by 1 size, which means you are gonna roll a D12.
Yeah.
Don't roll a 1. I will cry.
I have to roll a d12. Okay, I'm taking out where are my
Just put it in
d12?
her hands and trust it.
I would like to point out that I could roll mended technology to improve the compass one more step.
What?
Yeah.
Can you read me the full ability?
Roll mended technology to improve a piece of equipment that has moving parts using a spell that takes around half an hour. On a success, increase the equipment's quality by 1 step and give it the dangerous and unreliable tags.
Yeah, sure, if you want to do it and give
No,
it the
I'm not doing it.
Did you not read the dangerous and unreliable part of it?
I know.
Come on.
I'm being smart about this.
Okay, I'm rolling the d12. Lord,
Mhm.
be good to me. 10.
Yes.
That's great. You're doing great. Now, what is happening as you guys are walking?
We're
Okay,
all trying not to strangle sand.
pretty much. But also at the same time, I think Smita is slightly feeling less strangly because she's concentrating, because the compass and like this magic is, she does not have any real passion for the heart, but there is something compellingly soothing about watching this magicized arrow like
Yeah.
like she's being, it's so much easier to like, okay, I know where to go, okay, this is where it's taking me, and it almost, it doesn't feel sentient, but in some ways it feels like the compass's magic almost is like it gives us something else to concentrate.
Wonderful. Okay.
Sand is exhaling fear and inhaling courage. You did this. No one forced you to do this to Sand.
The heart.
Do jack shit.
The heart forced me to do everything. Actually.
Do jack shit. This is all.
Oh, that's right. I haven't given you your fallout.
Yeah, we'll figure it out now after the break.
What break? This I just about to come to an end. It's 1:30.
Infinite breaks. This is actually this is the finale gonna be eventually, yeah, guys. You're on the road. It seems like this last final stretch out of this goddamn maze is like easy peasy lemon squeezy. You have an absolute like Smita could close her eyes and know where she's going with this compass just leading her with a sort of feeling. It's so easy. Left, right, straight ahead, left, left, right, and you're out of it. Like this.
Did we, by the way, was there anything interesting in the walls while we were passing by?
That would be a
Like,
separate check to pay
yeah,
attention and to find something.
yes.
Okay. Discern Warren.
Discern Warren? Okay. Do. That is an 8.
Okay. I think probably I'm going to say there's a lot of is there anything specific, any type of item you could like, or just looking for
A
an
toaster, a bike,
oh, that's what you're still after?
or cogs, or
Any materialistic
shoes.
Cogs,
items?
dude.
Yeah.
Dude, there's like cogs everywhere. There's like yeah, shoes.
Just something fun.
Okay, gotcha. Give me a second.
You can also we can also figure that out between now and the next one.
No, it's okay. Do you okay. Well, it's not going to be an like a very expensive item, like a resource. But something that you might enjoy is on one of the walls holding up like two stones between each other is like a sort of just like a bigger jar than the one you have for your fish for Nikita. And
Okay.
it seems like it's got like colored glass. It's made of like sort of tinted glass, like multiple types of tinted glass.
Perfect.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
That's a D4 item.
Cool.
D4 resource. Wonderful. Noted
So
down.
Nikita becomes a D4 resource.
Well, yeah, but it's the jar mostly.
Yeah,
If you
D4.
sell Nikita to someone, they're probably gonna throw Nikita out and keep the jar.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move Nikita into the brightly colored into the jar. And the other jar I'm going to fill with dirt so that I have a snack.
I love it. Amazing. And that's good because you are as you like enter as you exit the labyrinth and the more you walk out and get further away from this damn place. And the more the ground beneath you turns from being just entirely concrete and stone and more dirt seems to be appearing, more grass and dirt. You can absolutely fill your jar with
Grass.
grass. Yes. There's more and more holes as well around you that start appearing. Small ones, big ones. If you look down, it seems like it's going down into a separate path. It's not something unusual that you've noticed. It's before, but it seems to be the compass seems to be leading you towards what you eventually find is a deeper tunnel, one that goes down far more steep than any other paths you've taken so far. You feel as though, at least Ankita, you feel as though you're getting closer to the heart. That feeling of going deeper is strong, is potent. Smita, can I get another roll? delve, and this time it's going to be wild.
Okay.
Does the map give her mastery?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
What else would you
Hmm.
like?
Unfortunately, I got a 5.
Okay. See, regardless, you are close enough to tier 2 that the default stress you get from any action you do has now increased from D4 to D6. So that's gonna be fun. Let me just see what you get. Lucky. That's just 1 echo stress. If you would like to, please take that. Thank you.
I will say you can direct that at me if you want to, because we're near the end of the session.
I'm unfortunately going to, because I haven't done it all session and I've been doing it the last 2 sessions. So I want.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, let me specifically check what the allocate stress. Yeah, I can allocate all stress, or like I can allocate stress generally per session. So yeah,
Mhm.
I am probably going to give it up to, I'm going to kind of deflect it onto Ankita.
She doesn't even notice because she has 1 protection from echo.
Never mind. Let me put this die away. Great. That's fun.
Teamwork! Teamwork!
You're trying to go down deeper into this tunnel. Steeper, like the dirt underneath your feet makes you sort of sliding around. And it's tough. It's like, it's so dark down here that you can barely see. There's so many forks in the road, you don't even know which way to go. So it's taking you a while to find your way, but the compass is pointing where you need to go. And Ankita, you're you feel, you know you're on the right path. Angelique is right there with you. You guys know that sooner or later, and by that I mean soon, you're going to meet the witches.
Do I see like a spider somewhere?
No.
I don't have that as an active beat, so you can let me see a spider without giving me an active beat.
We will find out if you see a spider next session.
Ooh, okay.
Well, folks, thanks for watching this week's episode of Unlost, Unearthed. That was great. I can't wait until next week when we finally get to Hollow and meet the emissaries of the heart. I have been Sharik, your friendly little GM, game master of Heart the City Beneath, which is the system we're playing. And players, could y'all do a little tiny little plug of yourself, Alex?
Yeah, thank you for joining us. Thank you for including me. Let the light of the goddess shine on all of you. I've been Alex. I publish and perform as Lex Wilson. You can follow me on social media, Alexotica on Twitter, lexwilson.bsky.social on Blue Sky, lexwilson.com for everything else. You can currently find me on another horror actual play with Lantern Light Adventures. We're doing Old Gods of Appalachia on Wednesdays, and a few video games I contributed to the writing and or narrative design on are on sale as part of the summer Steam sale through, I believe, the 11th. Life is Strange Before the Storm is a narrative adventure, which is also part of the Arcadia Bay collection on some platforms.
I'm
Not
sorry,
sure.
you worked on
Life is strange. So
Oh,
cool.
cool.
We're in the presence of royalty here.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm like one of of 27 co-creators of the character Steph, who's the fan favorite DM. I got to write some of her first scenes, but again, like one of 27 co-creators of.
Listen, take the win.
Okay, I appreciate. I'm really glad that you've liked the series. I'm really proud of what my friends have done with it, and my former coworkers and teams. Yeah. The other one is Eye of the Temple. It's a VR game.
Don't know anything
Okay,
about it.
cool.
But...
All right, it's totally cool. I mean, almost. I don't have a VR set, so I still haven't played it. It's a
They
Indiana
can't all be
Jones.
winners.
Yeah, right. Oh no, actually, this apparently is a really really good one, but it's all about the mechanic. I can take no credit for how good it is.
Right.
Which is an Indiana Jones type puzzle game. Yeah, Life is Strange is on a lot of other platforms, and Eye of the Temple is on Meta Quest for 2 and 3. So
Cool. So
that's a nice ego boost for me.
Hi, I'm Zoop or Zoop Machine or Supriya. I have a card that is zoopmachine.card with 2 R's.co. And you can find me on various things, but where you can see me most regularly is on Beggar Street on Wednesday nights. Currently DMing demigods. I'm gonna call it the demigods of hallowed grounds, because we don't have a title yet. And the other one is Primeval Haunts on Fridays on the Starfield. I play a sad hot boy with the sexiest Dorleen you've ever seen.
we love it.
Yeah.
Percival?
Hello, I have been Abhilasha or Percival, who for some reason has been the most productive and least chaotic this session, which I feel personal offense for, and I shall amp it up. Thanks, Alex, for
The
for just
status quo is
fully.
changing.
Yes, and I don't like that. I shall fight back.
I actually
Anyway,
thought you were referring to Ankita, so
No, Ankita has been batshit from day one. I'm more concerned about sand now. Anyway, you can find me on Twitter at Dr_Vibon or on Blue Sky at Ombre Lesbian Night. I think the thing I kind of have going, but in the sense of you're not going to see me on it until I believe July 20th. No, I think it's going to be in the last week of July. You're going to see me play Power Rangers with Callan and a bunch of other people. So I'm going to be joining in mid-session, going to be joining in mid-season. So until then, you guys can catch up. Let me know what things are going on, because sometimes I forget to catch up on things I really do need to know. So please do let me know what happens in the Power Rangers game, which is going to be every Saturday at 10:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Please convert accordingly to your time zones. But yes, I think that's the only other game I have going, or technically going, in the sense of I'm going to be joining in there later. Apart from that, please do go out, check out my work under Daylight Publications called Star Forge, where I did some nice world building and I made some fun classes that you all can play in that game. It was a lot of fun coming up with ideas of that. So please do go check that book out if you want to go play a nice fun sci-fi game.
awesome. And I have been your GM once again. I have a card, I guess, as well, which is sharik.card with 2 R's.co or something like that. I don't know. It's in the chat. I've got a Blue Sky, which is just at Sharik. I've got a Twitter, which who cares? And I'm like an editor and stuff, so hire me. XOXO. Other than that, more importantly, we've got a couple of announcements at Girls Run These Worlds .twitch.com or whatever. Casting Hall alert! We do have a new game that you can apply to be in, which is Valkyrie for Fantasy by Moonlight, a Girl by Moonlight actual play set in a fantasy Vancouver. This game will air on Thursdays from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern from August 15 to October 24. And of course, for more information, check out the casting application in chat now. Every other Wednesday as well at 8 p.m. Eastern, join our long-running anchor show for this sapphic homebrew world of Amalgarth with Girls Run These Worlds founder Ryu as the dungeon mistress of Roll for Luck Sparked. Also, keep in mind, you can always check our creator application, which is always open. If you enjoyed what you saw today and you would like to run a game of your own and are femme identifying in any way, we're always taking pitches for our new shows. Please submit yours now at girlsruntheseworlds.com/pitch or click the link posted in chat. Also, we are rating D&D journally, so who are currently supporting the Creators for Palestine event by TTRPG gifts. So please check them out after our stream and stick around and have some fun. And that's all, everybody. Thanks for watching so much. See you all next week. Bye.